The privacy setting I care least about on social media platforms is my age. If I could keep one setting locked, it would be my address and my place of work. I strongly believe that as a female, this information is only to be shared with people that I have a personal relationship with and that I trust for my own personal safety.
So the social media setting that I care the least about would have to be my email address, just because my Facebook email address is unique to that account only and isn't linked to any other personal information. And if I could keep one setting locked, it would just be access to my photos. I like to be able to monitor who's looking at my pictures, and I don't want personal photos in the hands of strangers online.
A privacy setting that I care least about would have to be my age on any social media platform, and a privacy setting that I would like to keep locked would have to be all my photos on any social media platform. For example, I like to keep my Instagram locked so that not everyone looks at them, and only the people that follow me get to see those photos and like them.
When it comes to my privacy settings on social media, I care a lot. I have all of my social media accounts on private, and no one can see my pictures or statuses or any personal information. And if I could keep only one setting locked, I would probably make none of my pictures available for people to see or anything that I have posted.
When talking about social media privacy settings, specifically Facebook, personally, I would care less about email. For me, email is a mode of communication. So if someone has a question or it's a professional question, so for work or whatnot, instead of a Facebook message, they can email me. That way it's more professional rather than a simple Facebook message. On the terms of keeping one setting locked, I would for sure say home address, as that's pretty creepy to know someone can find my home address in a second search on Facebook. So that would be something I would totally keep private.
The privacy settings that I care least about on social media platforms would be like different privacy settings for your photos. Like on Facebook, I know you can lock who sees your profile picture and who's allowed to like see the likes and the comments and stuff like that, who's able to share it. I understand not wanting to share it, but like seeing who liked your photo, who commented on it, being able to click on it in general, I don't really care about that. Like you can do that. And then one of the ones that I do think is really important for me to have always private, or to have at least the ability to control, would be my location. So I know on Snapchat you can show like your map of your location where you are. You can do that on Facebook and all those. I think that it's really important to have that as private, especially in this day and age with like people like just like following you and stuff like that.
The social media setting that I would least mind losing would be the public display of who I'm friends with or who I follow. I think it is not the most important or significant piece of personal information, and actually it could probably be used by those looking at my profile to see if they have some kind of relation to me through my friends. And the social media setting that I would not want to lose would be the ability to control who can view my content. And this is because I want to have the choice of who I share things with and which certain people see my content.
What privacy setting do I care least about on social media platforms? The one I would have to say that I care the least about is definitely going to have to be my place of work or my hobbies, my talents. I don't really mind people knowing what I like or what I dislike. It's a good way for other people to get to know me and to get to know me better than what they picture or think outside of social media. And if I could keep one locked, it would definitely be my address, because I don't want people knowing where I live.
So to answer your question about which social media privacy settings am I most concerned with or least concerned with, I would start off by saying that I don't really share or post a lot on social media. But having said that, I do like to be in control of what I do post. So with regards to the privacy setting or item that I'm least concerned with people knowing would be the city that I live in. I feel like it's fairly broad and generic, and sometimes it can be helpful to touch base with people that maybe have moved away or I haven't seen in a long time. The other side of it, in terms of the setting or item that I would like more control over or would choose not to have people really see if I could, would be in terms of the types of events or interests that I have. I feel like that's more a personal thing for me, and I like to share those kinds of things with my closer friends rather than a list of hundreds of people who, I don't really see very often, if at all. So that would be what I would choose to limit more. Hope that helps. Thanks.
When it comes to social media, I find I'm fairly lenient and easygoing when it comes to my privacy. If I had to remove one, or the one that I care least about, it would be who is allowed to see my posts. I find that if I chose to post it, then it's for the world to see, especially when it comes to social media. However, I still do pay attention to my privacy settings. If I had to keep one or lock one forever, I would try and maintain the privacy of my contact information along with my address. I don't think that should be information that everyone gets. I'd like to be able to control who gets to see that type of information.
The privacy setting that I care least about on social media is my profile picture. It's a generic image that I use across all platforms that does not really show my face, but it shows enough of me so that people that know me would be able to recognize me. If I could only keep one setting locked, it would be my personal information, such as email, friend list, other pictures, and city, because with that information, other people can access my details to a further extent and perhaps track me online.